Not all storms come to disrupt your life. Some come to clear your path. Think back. Those chaotic moments, the times when life seemed to be falling apart, weren't they the very moments that shaped who you are today? They weren't random. They were lessons. Lessons are meant to prepare you for something greater. Greatness isn't a flash of brilliance or a lucky break. It's built quietly, in the unseen hours, through persistence, resilience, and clarity. It's the courage to navigate the storms of life with purpose. This is the essence of Stoic philosophy, a guide to mastering chaos, controlling emotions, and finding inner peace amidst the noise. Today, we'll explore 7 signs that you're destined for greatness, inspired by the timeless wisdom of Stoic teachings. These aren't abstract ideas, they're practical insights you can apply to your life right now. Each sign will reveal not only where you're headed, but also how to embrace challenges as opportunities, align with your purpose, and cultivate a life of lasting impact. If this resonates with you, share this message with someone who needs to hear it. And don't forget to leave a comment below with your own story of resilience. We'd love to hear how you've turned challenges into triumphs. The journey to greatness isn't easy, but it's worth it. Stay tuned to discover the Stoic practices that will help you unlock the extraordinary potential within you. Let's begin. 1. Life is full of challenges. Life is a series of storms, each shaping you in ways you might not understand at the moment. Challenges come not to break you, but to mold you into the person you're meant to become. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, once said, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This profound truth reminds us that life's difficulties are not barriers, they are bridges. I have a friend who perfectly embodies this reality. At 35, he's a hardworking father of 2, juggling a demanding career while trying to stay present for his family. His days are long, his nights often restless, and there's an ever-present pressure to provide, to succeed, to be enough. He once shared with me that there are moments when he sits in his car after work, staring out the windshield, feeling the weight of expectations pressing down. It's not that he isn't capable, he's one of the strongest people I know, but the constant balancing act can feel overwhelming. In those quiet moments, he questions himself. Am I doing enough? Am I enough? And yet, despite the fatigue and doubt, he keeps going. Why? Because deep down, he knows that every challenge he faces is forging something stronger within him. This is the essence of Stoic philosophy, embracing adversity not as punishment, but as preparation. The Stoics teach us that life's challenges are inevitable, but how we respond to them defines our character. They believed in the transformative power of hardship. Seneca wrote, "Difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body." To the Stoics, struggles are opportunities to cultivate virtues like courage, patience, and resilience. But let's be honest, when you're in the middle of a storm, it doesn't feel like an opportunity. It feels like chaos. It feels unfair. It feels endless. This is where the Stoic practice of dichotomy of control comes in, focusing only on what you can control and releasing what you cannot. You can't always control the storm, but you can control how you navigate through it. Think about the stories that inspire us. They aren't about people who had it easy. They're about those who endured the hardest battles and emerged stronger. Your challenges are not detours. They are the foundation of your greatness. Every struggle adds another layer to your story, a story that will inspire others someday. My friend, for example, doesn't see it yet, but his unwavering commitment to his family and work is setting an example his children will carry for a lifetime. They'll remember his persistence, his sacrifices, and his resilience. His struggles today are shaping not just his future, but theirs. Stoicism isn't just about philosophy, it's about action. Here are 3 practices you can use to reframe challenges. First, practice gratitude in adversity. At the end of each day, write down one thing you learned from a difficult situation. Gratitude transforms burdens into lessons. Second, visualize obstacles as teachers. Before facing a challenge, imagine it as a teacher offering wisdom. Ask yourself, what is this teaching me? Finally, break challenges into steps. Overwhelming often comes from looking at the whole mountain. Focus on climbing one step at a time. If you're facing challenges right now, know this: They are not a sign of failure. They are proof that you are growing, evolving, and becoming the person you're destined to be. Marcus Aurelius reminded us, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Life is full of challenges, yes, but within each challenge lies an opportunity, a chance to discover your strength, refine your purpose, and prepare for greatness. Every storm you face is clearing your path, brick by brick, shaping the extraordinary story that is uniquely yours. Your struggles are not in vain. They are building you into someone who can weather life's storms with grace and emerge stronger on the other side. So the next time you find yourself staring at the windshield, feeling the weight of the world, remember this. The storm isn't here to destroy you. It's here to prepare you for greatness. 2. Always aim for long-term value. Greatness is not built on fleeting moments or impulsive decisions. It is the result of a deep commitment to long-term value, a principle rooted in patience, discipline, and vision. This lesson echoes the Stoic philosophy of focusing on what truly matters and resisting the lure of immediate gratification. Epictetus once said, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants." It's a reminder that the pursuit of long-term value goes beyond material gains. It shapes the essence of who we are. Consider Warren Buffett, one of the most successful investors of our time. Known for his unwavering long-term approach, Buffett embodies this principle in every aspect of his life. While others chase quick returns, he invests in companies with strong fundamentals, choosing patience over panic. Through decades of market turbulence, his consistency turns small, deliberate actions into immense wealth and influence. But his approach isn't just about finances, it's about character. Buffett's ability to remain steadfast in a world driven by immediacy shows that greatness is built through thoughtful, enduring decisions. This mindset extends far beyond investing. Think about your own life. Are you focusing on short-term wins or building something that will last? It's tempting to seek immediate rewards, whether it's chasing recognition at work, acquiring material possessions, or pursuing fleeting pleasures. But Stoicism teaches us to look deeper. Marcus Aurelius advised, "Do not be distracted by their shadows. Keep your focus on the greater whole." The greater whole is your legacy, the impact you leave behind long after you're gone. Building for the long term requires courage. It demands that you ignore the noise around you, even when others doubt your path. Imagine a young artist dedicating years to mastering their craft, creating pieces that may not be appreciated in their lifetime. Their greatness isn't defined by immediate applause, but by the enduring value of their work. The same applies to every endeavor. Whether you're raising a family, starting a business, or pursuing personal growth, the true measure of success lies in the value you create for the future. This philosophy is especially important in a world that glorifies speed and instant results. Social media feeds us curated snapshots of success, viral posts, overnight transformations, and quick wins. But behind every instant success story is often a decade or more of consistent effort, failure, and growth. Real greatness is quiet. It grows slowly, like the roots of a tree spreading deep into the earth before the branches reach the sky. Those roots are your values, your discipline, and your ability to stay true to your vision despite external distractions. Practicing this mindset requires intentionality. First, identify what truly matters to you. Write down your long-term goals and reflect on them regularly. Second, develop habits that align with those goals. Small, consistent actions compound over time. Third, learn to say no. The ability to prioritize your vision over immediate opportunities is a mark of strength. Finally, practice patience. As Seneca wisely noted, time discovers the truth. Trust that your efforts will bear fruit in time. In your own journey, there will be moments when the world seems to move faster than you. Others might achieve recognition or rewards while you're still working in the shadows. But remember, the Stoics teach us that external validation is fleeting. What matters is the foundation you're building within yourself. Every decision you make, every small act of perseverance is like a brick in the foundation of your future. Greatness is not a race. It's a lifelong commitment to values that endure. Just as Buffett's investments yielded unimaginable returns over decades, your dedication to long-term value will shape the legacy you leave behind. So as you navigate your path, resist the pull of quick wins. Instead, focus on creating something timeless. The journey may be long, but the rewards will be extraordinary. And in the end, you'll discover that the process itself was the greatest reward of all. 3. Financial struggles persist. You receive your paycheck at the end of the month, feeling that life is somewhat stable with your usual expenses, and then suddenly, a setback hits. Perhaps your car breaks down unexpectedly and the repair costs are through the roof. Or maybe an illness keeps you from working for weeks. These small financial shocks, while temporary, often carry a heavy emotional weight. They make you wonder, will I have enough to keep everything afloat? In these moments, the stress is real, and the uncertainty can feel overwhelming. But this is where your mindset makes all the difference. Financial struggles are a universal challenge, yet how you face them defines the life you build. While others may let these difficulties paralyze them, you have the strength to stay firm, seeking not just to survive, but to thrive in the face of adversity. The Stoics understood this. They didn't view hardship as something to fear, but as an opportunity to grow. Seneca once wrote, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more that is poor." This reminds us that wealth is not merely the numbers in your bank account, but your ability to find freedom and purpose, regardless of financial circumstances. Consider a story I heard about a single mother who worked 2 jobs to support her children. Her financial struggles were relentless. Unexpected bills, rising rent, and the pressure to provide. But instead of succumbing to despair, she used every challenge as a stepping stone. She invested time in learning new skills, found creative ways to stretch her income, and sought opportunities to better her situation. Years later, she not only stabilized her finances, but also inspired her children with the values of resilience and resourcefulness. Her story isn't about escaping financial hardship, but about transcending it through determination and discipline. This perspective is the essence of Stoic wisdom. Life doesn't promise us constant stability. What it offers is the chance to build inner strength in the face of instability. Marcus Aurelius advised, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Financial struggles, like all challenges, can either break us or build us. The choice lies in how we respond. So how can you apply this in your own life? Begin by focusing on what you can control. When faced with financial difficulties, start with small, practical steps. Create a plan to manage your expenses and look for ways to reduce unnecessary costs. Seek opportunities to improve your skills or build a side income. These incremental changes may seem minor, but they compound over time, creating a foundation for greater stability. Next, embrace the mindset of gratitude, even during financial hardship. Reflect on the resources you do have, whether it's a roof over your head, a supportive family, or the knowledge that you've overcome struggles before. Gratitude doesn't eliminate the difficulty, but it reframes it, allowing you to see possibilities instead of limitations. It's also crucial to recognize that financial challenges often carry lessons. They teach us resilience, resourcefulness, and the value of living within our means. They push us to evaluate what truly matters. Is it the fleeting satisfaction of material possessions? Or is it the freedom that comes from financial independence and the ability to provide for those we love? The journey through financial struggles isn't easy, but it's a path that builds character. Just as the Stoics believed in finding peace amidst chaos, you can find clarity in the midst of financial uncertainty. Remember, the storm you face today isn't the end of your story, it's the beginning of a new chapter. As you navigate these challenges, remind yourself that every small step you take towards stability and growth is an investment in your future. Sure, financial difficulties may never fully disappear, but with each effort you make, you're moving closer to long-term success. You're building not just a life of stability, but a legacy of strength and perseverance that will inspire those around you for generations to come. 4. Finding joy in simplicity. I've had the same phone for years now. Its screen is scratched, the battery barely lasts a day, and it's outdated by any modern standard. Yet, I've never felt the urge to upgrade. While people around me rush to buy the latest models, this old phone has remained with me. And here's the thing, it doesn't bother me. Not at all. This realization came slowly, but it's profound. Life isn't about always chasing the newest gadget, the trendiest clothes, or the flashiest car. It's about understanding the purpose of what you have and appreciating how it serves you. That phone, flawed as it may be, has kept me connected to loved ones, helped me manage work, and captured irreplaceable memories. It's simple, but it's enough. And in a world that constantly pushes us to want more, finding joy in simplicity feels like a quiet rebellion. The Stoics believed that true contentment isn't found in abundance, but in appreciating what you already have. Seneca, the great Stoic philosopher, said, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, that is poor." This wisdom resonates deeply in today's world, where the pursuit of more often leads to less satisfaction. Think about it. How many of us are trapped in the cycle of chasing the next thing? The bigger house, the fancier car, the newest gadget. We convince ourselves that happiness lies just beyond our reach, in the next purchase or the next milestone. But what if it doesn't? What if the key to joy lies not in adding more, but in appreciating less? There's a quiet beauty in living simply. A close friend of mine embodies this perfectly. After years of working in a high-stress corporate job, she decided to downsize her life. She moved into a smaller home, decluttered her possessions, and focused on what truly mattered, spending time with family, pursuing hobbies she loved, and taking care of her mental health. At first, people questioned her decision, but as the months passed, it became clear that she was happier, more at peace, and deeply fulfilled. She found joy not in what she had given up, but in the freedom simplicity gave her. Simplicity doesn't mean living without, it means living intentionally. It's about valuing quality over quantity, experiences over possessions, and purpose over prestige. The Stoics teach us to strip away what is unnecessary, to focus on what truly matters. Epictetus advised, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants." This isn't just a philosophical ideal, it's a practical guide to a richer, more meaningful life. So how can you find joy in simplicity? Start by evaluating what you truly need. Go through your possessions and ask yourself, does this add value to my life, or is it just taking up space? Next, practice gratitude daily. Reflect on what you have: a roof over your head, food on your table, the people who love you. Gratitude shifts your focus from what's missing to what's already present. Finally, slow down. In the rush of daily life, we often miss the beauty of simple moments. A quiet morning with a cup of coffee, a heartfelt conversation with a friend, or the comfort of a well-worn book. In embracing simplicity, you'll discover that life becomes lighter. There's less to maintain, less to worry about, and more space for what truly matters. You'll find that joy isn't something you chase, it's something you uncover when you stop chasing. This shift doesn't just bring happiness, it builds resilience, clarity, and peace, qualities that lay the foundation for true greatness. As the world urges you to want more, choose instead to want less. Find joy in the things that truly matter: connection, purpose, and peace of mind. Because in the end, greatness isn't about how much you have, it's about how deeply you live. And nothing allows you to live more deeply than simplicity. 5. Turning fear into strength. Fear is a universal experience. It whispers in moments of uncertainty, grips us in times of doubt, and often feels insurmountable. But greatness doesn't come from avoiding fear. It is born when we confront it, harness it, and use it as a catalyst for growth. As the Stoic philosopher Seneca wrote, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." This profound truth reminds us that fear, more often than not, is an illusion we can overcome. I once heard the story of a young woman who feared public speaking to the point where she would avoid any situation that required it. Her fear wasn't just about standing in front of a crowd. It was rooted in the fear of failure, of judgment, and of not being enough. But one day, she decided to face it head-on. She joined a local speaking club, trembling at her first attempt, but she kept going. Over time, she realized something extraordinary. Her fear wasn't her enemy. It was her greatest teacher. Each time she stepped on stage, she grew stronger, not because the fear disappeared, but because she learned to carry it with courage. This is the essence of Stoicism. The Stoics didn't deny the existence of fear. They embraced it as part of life. Epictetus taught, Don't let the force of an impression when it first hits you knock you off your feet. Just say to it, hold on a moment, let me see who you are and what you represent. Fear isn't something to flee from. It's a signal, a guide to areas where we can grow. Turning fear into strength begins with reframing how we see it. Fear is not a wall, it's a doorway. It's the universe's way of asking, how much do you want this? When we approach fear as a challenge to overcome rather than an obstacle to avoid, we start to discover the resilience within us. Take a moment to reflect on your own fears. Are they holding you back from something you deeply desire? Whether it's starting a new career, pursuing a passion, or simply speaking up, fear often marks the exact place where transformation begins. The first step is acknowledging it. Denying fear gives it power. Facing it disarms it. Practicing courage doesn't mean fear vanishes, it means acting in spite of it. Marcus Aurelius reminded us, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength. This practice starts small. Maybe it's speaking your mind in a meeting or reaching out to someone you've been hesitant to connect with. Each small act of bravery builds the muscle of courage, preparing you for larger challenges. But courage isn't just about facing fear. It's about using it as fuel. Fear sharpens our focus, awakens our instincts, and pushes us to prepare more thoroughly. It's the fire that forges resilience. Every time you act despite fear, you grow stronger, more confident, and more capable of handling life's uncertainties. The journey to turning fear into strength is not easy, but it's transformative. Fear, when faced, becomes a stepping stone to greatness. It's not there to paralyze you, it's there to propel you. Remember, the presence of fear doesn't mean you're failing. It means you're growing, stretching beyond your comfort zone, and stepping into the extraordinary. The next time fear grips you, pause, breathe, look it in the eye and ask, what are you here to teach me? Because within every fear lies the potential for strength, and within every challenge lies the opportunity for greatness. 6. Failure is an inevitable part of life. Failure is not the opposite of success, it is its foundation. Every person destined for greatness understands this simple yet profound truth. Failure is inevitable, but it is also invaluable. It is the teacher that refines, the challenge that strengthens, and the guide that redirects us toward the path we are meant to take. Without failure, growth is impossible. Stoic philosophy teaches us to embrace failure, not with despair, but with gratitude. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This wisdom reminds us that obstacles, including failure, are not setbacks, they are stepping stones. Each failure you face brings you closer to understanding your purpose, sharpening your skills, and solidifying your resilience. Consider how failure feels in the moment. It stings, doesn't it? It questions your abilities, your worth, and your direction. But pause for a moment and reflect. Is it not also the point where you learn the most? Failure forces you to reevaluate, to look within, and to ask, what can I do better? What can I learn from this? These questions are the seeds of growth. Without them, success would lack meaning and progress would stagnate. The Stoics believed in the transformative power of perspective. Epictetus taught, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Failure, viewed through this lens, becomes an opportunity. It is not the end of the journey, but a pivotal moment that shapes your path forward. It teaches you to persist, to adapt, and to innovate. Each failure is a reminder that you are trying, that you are reaching beyond your comfort zone, and that you are refusing to settle for mediocrity. Think about the times in your life when failure felt overwhelming. Perhaps it was a job you didn't get, a relationship that ended, or a goal that seemed just out of reach. In those moments, it's easy to feel defeated. But with time and reflection, you often see those failures for what they truly were. Lessons, not losses. They redirected your energy, clarified your values, and prepared you for something greater. The journey to greatness is not a straight path. It is filled with twists, turns, and moments of doubt. But these moments are where resilience is born. They are where you learn to stand back up, to approach challenges with renewed determination, and to trust that each step, even the painful ones, is leading you forward. So how can you embrace failure as a part of life? Start by reframing how you see it. Instead of asking, "Why me?" ask, "What can I learn from this?" Shift your focus from the outcome to the process. Celebrate the effort you put in, even if the results weren't what you hoped for. Remember that failure is not a reflection of your worth, but a sign of your growth. Greatness is not defined by the absence of failure, but by your ability to rise after each fall. It is your willingness to keep going, to keep trying, and to keep believing in your vision. As Seneca wisely noted, brave men rejoice in adversity, just as brave soldiers triumph in war. Your failures are not your defeats, they are your victories in progress. Embrace failure, for it is through failure that you will find strength, wisdom, and ultimately success. Every setback is a setup for a comeback, and every failure brings you one step closer to the extraordinary life you are destined to live. 7. A burning desire for success. Success is not something that happens by chance. It begins as a spark deep within you, a burning desire that refuses to fade. This desire, this relentless drive, is the fuel for your journey toward greatness. It's not about luck, circumstances, or external validation. It's about your inner fire, the determination to create something extraordinary from the raw materials of your life. The Stoics understood this well. They taught that greatness is cultivated from within, through discipline, focus, and unwavering purpose. Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Your burning desire for success is the manifestation of this inner strength, a force that compels you to keep moving forward, even when the road is steep and the challenges seem endless. A burning desire is not fleeting. It doesn't waver with setbacks or fade in the face of doubt. Instead, it grows stronger with each challenge you overcome. It is the voice that whispers, "Keep going," when others tell you to quit. It's the vision of a better future that pulls you through the hardest days. This desire, this unyielding drive, is the essence of success, not the outcome itself, but the process of striving toward it. Stoicism teaches us to focus not on what we cannot control, but on what we can. Your desire for success is entirely within your control. It is shaped by your choices, your actions, and your mindset. Epictetus advised, "First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do." This clarity of purpose is what separates those who merely dream from those who achieve. A burning desire transforms dreams into goals and goals into reality. But let us be clear. Success is not simply about reaching a destination. It is about who you become along the way. Each step on the journey requires resilience, patience, and courage. Each failure, each lesson, and each small victory adds to your growth. This is why your desire must come from a place of purpose, not mere ambition. True success is not about acquiring wealth or recognition. It is about fulfilling your potential and leaving a meaningful legacy. Your burning desire for success is also deeply personal. No one else can define it for you. It is yours to discover, to nurture, and to pursue. The world may try to distract you with fleeting pleasures or impose its own definitions of achievement, but only you can decide what success means to you. As Seneca wrote, "If a man knows not to which port he sails, no wind is favorable." Your desire is your compass, guiding you toward your unique destination. So how do you keep this desire alive? First, stay connected to your vision. Remind yourself daily of why you started and what you are striving for. Write it down, visualize it, and let it inspire you. Second, take consistent action no matter how small. Progress fuels desire. Each step forward reinforces your belief in what is possible. Third, embrace the journey. Understand that every challenge is shaping you into the person you need to become to achieve your goals. Finally, protect your desire from the noise of the world. Doubts, distractions, and negativity will try to dim your flame, but you must guard it fiercely. This burning desire for success is your most powerful tool. It is the fire that transforms obstacles into opportunities, failures into lessons, and dreams into reality. Success isn't something you find, it's something you create, and it begins with the burning desire within you. Keep it alive, nurture it, and let it guide you. Because with that fire burning inside, you are unstoppable, destined to achieve greatness that transcends time and leaves an indelible mark on the world. Greatness is not a destination, it is a journey. It begins with the way you face life's challenges, the courage to see failure as a teacher, and the wisdom to find joy in simplicity. It grows as you turn fear into strength and build your future with a burning desire for success. Each step you take, each decision you make, is shaping a legacy that reflects who you truly are. The Stoic philosophers taught us that life's trials are not obstacles but opportunities. Marcus Aurelius reminded us that what stands in the way becomes the way. Every struggle you face, every doubt you overcome, is paving the path to your greatness. It is not luck or chance, but your resilience, focus, and purpose that will carry you forward. Take a moment to reflect on the signs we've explored today. Which resonates most with you? Is it the strength to embrace challenges, the clarity to seek long-term value, or the courage to face your fears? Share your story in the comments below. Your journey may inspire someone else to uncover their own greatness. Remember, greatness isn't about perfection or applause. It's about persistence, growth, and the quiet revolution happening within you. As you step forward, keep this truth close. Everything you need to achieve greatness is already within you. All that's left is to act on it. Keep going. You're destined for greatness.